Hey, this is BugPowderDust. Thanks for joining me for episode 27 of my RIMWORLD Wolves playthrough. And it's quiet. The caravan's returning eventually after a successful raid on a steel extraction site. So we're bringing all that back with us. We now need to find some components. That's the only thing that's really holding us back. What we're going to do in the morning is we're going to fill up this transport pod here with lots of rubbish that I've got that I don't really need, notably this amount of plain leather and some other bits and pieces, bows and arrows and whatnot. Breach axes, I mean, they're no use to me, they're just driving up my wealth unnecessarily. And we're going to fire that off at the Empire. Now the Empire base, there's a couple that neither of them are very near to me, but we would like to get them on side as soon as possible. Yep, there and there. The other thing we're going to start doing is taking slaves. Slavery is something that I've completely forgotten about. If we just take a look at my ideology, slavery is acceptable. So we're going to start using slaves. Main reason being is that any people that we potentially could capture who've done a very good traits, I'm going to take them anyway. So the thing with slaves is that even if they are, and this is from what I've read, I've never actually used slaves before, even if they don't do hauling, for instance, dumb labour, they will do it if they're a slave, which is quite useful. So those can be ignored. The other thing is, of course, is that we can then sell the slaves to the Empire when they come around with their tribute collections and buy honour that way. We do need to start getting honour from the Empire. I want to start using the Empire's permits because they're extremely useful. So we're going to move the prison up here, from here to up here, and we can open this out a little bit, make a little bit more space here. It's getting a bit cramped. And I did think about putting everyone into their own bedrooms, but Elise makes a good point. This is real Elise, not Elise in game. She makes a good point about if you put people over here, then heating then starts to become an issue. Here, everyone's sharing the same heat, from like one heater. Put them over here, you have to use one heater between, say, 3 bedrooms. You've got to build vents between everywhere. Can be a bit of an issue. So what I'll do, I'll use this as slave quarters. I think that probably works. I'll leave the planning on the map just because it helped me, think about the future, but I'll make some slave quarters here, just I think this section here, and then we'll go from there. So slaves, here we go. Okay, so the caravan's back, they're just unloading now. We've got the ability to make shields now, which is fantastic. So shield belts, here we come. I don't know how many components they need, I'll check that in a second, but the next thing after shields that we are going to do, what can we do now? Shields was an important one. We've got transport pods, that's lovely. I don't think we're in a position to make our own miniguns just yet, sadly. They're expensive, 20 components, it's a lot. Long range mineral scanner could be quite useful, I think. Multi-analyzer, that's going to unlock a lot of good stuff here. I need to look at how to make a neural supercharger as well. I'm thinking, I don't think we're here yet. We just need components, that's what we need. So I think, meanwhile, I think bioskeleton could be quite useful because it leads to bioregeneration, and you can regenerate lost body parts, fingers, toes. They can get rid of scars and stuff. That's super useful. Again, I need to look into this. In fact, I'll do it now. Be right back. Okay, I'm impressed. Biosculpting is actually pretty handy. So that is what I'm going to go for next. I think that's really rather nice. The fact that it can cure certain illnesses, it can regenerate. I think you probably need the regeneration. Unlocks the bioregeneration cycle, so this can regenerate body parts and cure certain things as well, which I think is fantastic. I'm going to need the multi-analyzer for that, 16,000. But even so, even without this is still pretty handy. So I think I'll be doing that one next. Yeah. Alright, the transport pod is full of junk. And also a couple of valuable things as well. Let's see how much it gives us. Plus 52. Wow. Really? Interesting. What does that mean? 195? Gosh. Okay. Is that really favour? Darn. Or, yeah. I think I know what I'm talking about. Let's try it. That's quite impressive. That's an it is as well. The goodwill, that's what I meant, sorry. Oh, wow. I actually wasted quite a bit there. I thought it would be a real struggle. I sent them mainly rubbish. Anyway, they're allies now. That's awesome. Oh, wow, that's really easy. I should have done this before. That's fantastic. All right, well, let's build another one. Let's get more people on side. I mean, I didn't send them really a great deal that was particularly valuable, but I mean, that's amazing. All right, let's get more people on side. Now, we have to get Ando on side as part of our quest. So is Ando. Yeah, the Civil Outlander Union. All right, they're next. I should have sent it to them, really. Never mind. The Empire's on side, that's the main thing, so I can call for them for help, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm loving it. Right, well, the neural superchargers are up and ready, and Coffee here is getting his neural supercharge on, which is quick. Gosh. So they don't get a benefit for using neural supercharge in terms of a buff, they just don't have the -6 anymore for a day until it wears off again. But on the plus side then, he's got manipulation, talking, eating, all that's been improved by the neural supercharge. As soon as that wears off, it's back to -6 over here. Okay, interesting. That's very quick, isn't it? And then they recharge so nobody else can use it. Alright, so at least we're getting rid of some of the misery. Let me just move that over. Install there. I'm going to install another one of these. Can't actually do that until that lamp's moved. In fact, Coffee, if I could get you to do that, that'd be very helpful. I'll build another one of these. How much are they? 50 and 4 components. Wow. You know what? It's not worth it. Not for now. However, we have found a steel lump, which I think will highlight itself if I click on that. Yes. So I found some steel underground. 300 steel. Yeah, that's not amazing, is it? What I'm going to do, I'm going to mark that with my planner. If I mark it in bright pink, then I can see what I'm doing here, can't I? 300 steel is not a lot. I am thinking that the long-range mineral scanner is probably better, because you do get a lot more bang for your buck. I'll let it keep running. If I find components, fine, but I can't tune this to components, unfortunately. So, all right. Well, let's get on with the tree ceremony. Well, not for the first time, Yura has given up on the colony. He's got a combination of fibrous mechanites, which give him mild pain, and also there's a high psychic drone for males, which is causing real problems, as you can see for some of my guys. I'm using the word of joy quite liberally, just to kind of spread around the +30, which offsets the high drone, but Yura's given up. Fortunately, Q-Ray, who's 100% at arresting, is going to arrest Yura. And no, that's not happening. Now, I'm going to release him straight away, and I think he'll just basically come back. Just do that, and I think he just comes straight back. He does. I don't know what came over me. Phew. Well, that's a nice mechanic. Anyway, so that's actually pretty helpful. All right, Ambrosia Binge Phoenix. I don't mind if he does that. Yeah, I hope this psychic wave does disappear soon. Meanwhile, we got Hyper getting level 6 on the tree. I'm really hoping and praying he gets Berserk Pulse. That is so useful, especially with a huge bunch of tribals and things. We'll see. Well, thank heavens the psychic drone has ended, which means that these guys can start to be a bit happier. And we're coming to the end of this, and we'll see what Hyper gets. And fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Manhunt's Pulse. No, that's possibly the worst. That's the worst of all 6. Manhunter Pulse and Mass Chaos Skip are probably 2 of the worst ones. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, no. Well. Oh, well. A bit of a waste of that, wasn't it? So, drive nearby animals into a manhunting rage using a psychic pulse. And it's not like he can target an area, then it's around the radius around that area. It's just around him. I suppose the only way that could possibly be useful if you're trying to guard your walls and you've got animals nearby. I mean, it's useless. I'm going to have to try and use this. I'm going to find a use for this in the same way that I'm trying to find a use for chunk skip. It's testing, but I will try. Okay, we got problems. We got another mech hive. Now, interestingly enough with this one, they only have 1 scyther. They've got 6 lancers. This is a lot of very, very nasty firepower. And 5 pikemans. Now these hit less hard, but they're accurate. That's a lot of firepower. And as well as that, you've got these 2 termites, which are a problem in themselves. So, I mean, insanity lances, I don't like using them liberally, but I think using them on these 2 termites means that we then have the option to, once these guys are down, we can scuttle back inside and just let them come to us and chop them up, because none of these are melee fighters apart from the Scyther. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to assemble everybody, I think, here, because if you read what they're doing, they're attacking the steel doors. There's only 2 steel doors on this side. There's that one, and there's that one. And I suspect it's going to be this one that they're going to go for. So I'm going to put everybody inside. I'm going to put... Now, do any of the people on the chain guns also have Insanity Lance? They don't. Okay. I'm tempted. I'm very, very tempted to get everybody kind of here. Sabada. Marm's fast. Good grief, Marm's fast. Oh, it's the fibrous mechanics, of course. Right. Oh, harvest those while I'm here. Alright, Ragavon, you go. Oh, they're quick, aren't they? Damn, they are quick. Got a couple of trees. Who's got this sound? Shock lance. Yeah, you're as quick as well. Phoenix. Who's got the insanity lances? Coffee, I think, has an insanity lance. And right, Coffee and Curate. They both have insanity lances. Right, you guys are going to come up here. Damn, these guys are so quick. I don't want to get into a shooting fight if I can avoid it, but oh, man. I'll tell you what I need the chain guns, miniguns up and running. What's the range on this? Come on, thumpers, hurry up, hurry up. Beautiful. That works, that works, that works. Beautiful, right. Halcyon. Oh, we can almost open fire. Sabada, get out there. Halcyon, move up. Zhang needs to be in cover. Do you know, I'm actually tempted to get Zhang and Hyper just to kind of run out here and run interference. Oh, Coffee took a hit. Darn it. Coffee's going to go down to there. Sanity Lance. That works. Right, I'm going to just run these guys around. Oh my word, another bounce off Coffee. Another bruise. They don't like Coffee, do they? Damn. Ethermech's going to get to there, so everyone is actually in cover. Hoovy is going to move up. Come on, fire at the guys with the shield belts. Come on, that's it. In fact, I'm going to put the guys in shield belts behind trees, just to make it a little bit harder to hit. Oh yeah, fine. Fire, whatever, it's fine. Alright, thumpers are down. Drop some plasteel. This is very unpleasant. This is very unpleasant. Right, Hide Goon, where are you? What? Oh, you must have been miles away. I need you to skip, buddy. Oh god, this is part of my strategy. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have? What else do we have? Chunk skip. Chunk skip, chunk skip, chunk skip. That's not going to be any use at all. I mean, it could be actually. If I can get them to fight the guys with the shield belts. That works. Right. Hyper, you got to there. So much fire, but I need some area of effect weapons. Oh, I should have bought EMP, shouldn't I, for heaven's sake. Jorik. I always forget EMP. What the hell is wrong with me? Now, Hide Goon's moving So slowly. Jorik is moving a little bit quicker. I might actually detour him, get an EMP, but it might all be a massive waste of time. None of these guys are firing. His shield belt's going down. Gonna get a beckon going on, I think. Gonna beckon you. Gonna blinding pulse all these guys. Stunned. Beautiful. Zhang, help out here. Big toe shot off. Okay, they are coming into range now. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my melee troops. We're going to go down to here. Right, let's focus our fire. Focus fire. Everybody attack you. And then you. Fantastic. Right, these guys. Hyper's shield has gone. I'm going to move him. Zhang's shield is still very good. I'm going to move him in. Move him. Okay. Right. This wasn't this kind of thing I wanted to do, but never mind. Let's move you up to. Let's move you up to there. Tree is not as good cover as rocks. 25% is half as effective, but okay. Well, everyone's dug in now. This is fine. Coffee. Coffee's not yet in range. I need to move Coffee up into range. That is not in range. Coffee, move up to there. Right, everybody here. Fire at this dude. Everybody here. Focus fire. You can't beat primarying one of these units. Right, Hyper. Blinding pulse once again. Right, Hyper shield is not back yet. Zhang, move up. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hyper, move up. Zhang, shield belt. Oh dear. No, that's not great. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's send Zhang up and around. Hyper keeping them blinded is not bad at all, actually. Now, Hide Goon, are they in range? Looks like they are. They're not in range. We've got to move up. Right, who's got Chunk Skip? Who's got Chunk Skip? We might actually find Chunk Skip a use. Who's got Chunk Skip? Who's got Chunk Skip? Hyper. Okay. Right. I need these to move up. Ideally. That works. Okay. Hide Goon, move up. Halcyon, move up. Move up. Move up. Hyper, get back into cover. Coffee's in cover. Ragavon is not in cover now. You move up. These guys are going to move up. Phew, he took a hit to the right hand. Where's Halcyon going? Oh boy. Right, big toe shot off. Move back one, dude. Mom, Hoovy, Yora, Ethermech. Okay, everyone stop firing. Everyone stop firing. Everybody stop firing. Stop firing. Stop firing. Sorry, my bad. Everyone fire at this one. Everyone's getting stuck in. No, stop firing. No, 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 no. That's it. Done. And that was that. That didn't go too badly. I'm really not a fan of just engaging them like that, you know, firing backwards and forwards without some kind of advantage, like Berserk Pulse or something like that. But that went okay. We took a few hits. Nothing was shot off. Everyone's armour held. We've got a few bounces, you know, a few things damaged. But on the whole, we're kind of alright. We're kind of alright. Whew, and breathe again. That was nasty. Thank heavens for insanity lances. Made life a lot easier. Alright, let's bring these guys in for scrap. And yeah, take a deep breath and relax. You know, I had this quest come in, I thought, 22 Burkers, and look what they're offering me: a Zeus Hammer Masterwork, Bionic Arm, Plasteel, or a Monosword L6 Vest and Jump Pack and Gold. Oh wow, yeah, this is going to be a right doddle. 22 Burkers. Well, you look at what it takes to make a Burka. You need 60 fabric for each Burka. And it's not just any fabric, it's alpaca wool, bison wool. This wool just has to come off an animal as you shear it. Cloth, I don't have that much cloth on standby. You need this flak vest, which I've been using. Devil Strand, you can forget. Ditto Hyper Synth Thread. So what they're asking for is actually quite hard to get. 60 fabric each. I mean, that's 1400? Almost 1300? Yeah, no. Sadly, it's not something I can take. What I'm going to have to do is go out hunting like Billy-O, which is unfortunately is getting hard because of this heat wave we've had for a while. It's driving all the animals off the map. I wanted to send out a mining party, which I'm going to do, but initially they're going to have to hunt a little bit for themselves, just get some food in. No problems. Well, it didn't take long, but a marriage is on. Jorik and Elise, they're engaged. So I'm going to set down a marriage spot, which I don't think I've got at the moment. Let me set that up. I just haven't needed it. Love has not been in the air in our colony, but it seems that's the case now. So I'm going to set that up there. I think nice little marriage spot in the cleanest room. Extremely impressive barracks in the colony. All right, brilliant. We finished biosculpting. That is fantastic. All right, next up after biosculpting. I'm thinking it probably needs to be multi-analyzer, realistically speaking, because then we unlock some good stuffs here. There's so much more that... No, do you know what? Long range mineral scanner, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to build a biosculpting station, I guess. I've never seen one before. Pod, there you go. 120 steel 4 components, we can manage that. It does some good stuff. Okay. The pod biotunes to use at the end of a cycle. While biotuned, it cannot be used by anyone else, but cycles will complete 25% more quickly. Oh, I see. So you can kind of tune it to a certain person for benefits. Yeah, but having one for each person is a bit... yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Anyway, let's stick it down there. Oh, that's good. Okay, so the plan was to move to this hex here, because it's the only one here with large hills, to do some mining. But the trouble is it's now got yet another, I think for the third one now, steel mining site on it. I don't want steel. I mean, I do, but not as bad as I'll need components. So what I'm going to do is, rather than try and reinvent the wheel, and I don't even know if I'll be allowed to settle here, I'm just going to move 2 squares out, because that's the minimum settling distance from a current colony, and settle, like, here. I'm going to get components anyway. It won't be loads and loads, but it'll be a certainly nice amount. I've got enough components out of my current map as it stands. So I'm going to pick the people who are going to get to go, and then we'll move on. Alright, Coffee, Marm and Ragavon have split off. They're going to be our miners, because that's kind of their backgrounds. They're going to settle this spot. Alright, well, interesting. This has got 2 ancient dangers. Gosh, that's not bad at all. Look at all the components. Got some metal, got some components here. Metal components. Yeah, I think this is quite a nice spot. Just to start off with, we brought wood with us, a little bit of wood. We're just going to knock up just a quick base for ourselves. Just get ourselves established, get some food. I might actually stick some rice in the ground. That looks like it's rich soil. Yeah, I think that probably is not a bad idea, you know. Get some rice in the ground, just a little patch. Nothing too special, because it just goes super quick. And once they're established and starting to dig, towards the end of it, when we want to bring all the equipment back, the components, we're going to bring everybody over, and we'll raid these 2 ancient dangers at the same time. I think that makes a lot of sense. Alright, Prisoner Wang, or Prisoner Wong, is now Recruit Wong. And we need to rename them. Very young, in fact, 16 years old. Bless him. He's a young pirate. What's he good at? Not much. Okay. You're good at animals. So what we're going to do, we're going to use you to take the pressure off of any of the other handlers, I think. And so, notably Elise is spending quite a lot of her time outside doing the wolves and stuff. So if we are going to get you onto handling as your kind of primary, takes pressure off the others, like I said. So let's get rid of that completely, make that 3 for them. You're not very good at much. I suppose you could be a hunter. Yeah, handling, hunting. And we'll put everything else as kind of a 3. We always need growers though. Growing is always a bit of a thing. Make that 4, make that 3. Mining we don't care about. More art. Cleaning. Hauling and cleaning could be useful. Then when you've done that, you're on to growing after handling and hunting. That makes sense. So therefore, Wang, you are going to have a... I'll give you the assault rifle for now. That's good when hunting. I should give the sniper rifle. What's your bio? 5. Yeah, I'll give you the sniper rifle. That should build you up nicely. And you'll need a flak vest as well, aren't you? You are going to have to build yet another flak vest, which I think, because at the moment it's got a real... let's have a look. Everyone's got one apart from Wang. Yeah, so one's being built. Actually, we'll keep one as a spare. That's fine. All right, welcome Wang. Now, is there a spare simple helmet lying about is the question. There's an excellent one there, but that's old. So I've got to build a simple helmet as well. Let's build that over here because we can do it in 2 places. Let's do that. All right, good stuff. Welcome Wang. We do need to rename you, of course. And you are going to be a Guga. So thank you, Guga, for offering your name in-game. You are now here and very welcome. And we're going to stick you over here. Jorik is hanging on to the MP for now. I think that's all right. And our guys here have made a little base. With the components and metal that I'm going to mine out in the morning, I'm going to build a little generator, which we'll have just for a light and probably a cooker as well. Get a little cooker going. Probably need to make this a little bit bigger. But we are up and running. Interesting. The Timberwolf has decided to hunt Hired Goon because he's hungry, I guess. The thing is, because wolves are revered, we can't shoot them. If you do this, then do that, it says you can't do it. So, fortunately, Hired Goon can, in fact, turn himself invisible. And then I hope the wolf goes and hunts something else, because I don't want to be killing wolves if I can avoid it. So, or he could skip himself, which is less expensive. Yeah, skipping's less expensive. That works. Then just pop inside and the wolf should get discouraged and go and do something else instead. Maybe. Hunting guinea pig. There we go. Perfect. Right, off you trot then, hunting goon. You can go back out. Lovely. Yep, still hunting the guinea pig. I mean, that's better for your health, better for our health. Just better all round, I think. Look, there we go. He's going to eat that instead. Perfect. Lovely. Meanwhile, our chaps have started to do some nice digging here. Going to bring in some steel. Just realised I'm going to need quite a larger kind of... storage area. Can't leave components outside because they'll deteriorate, so I'm going to build a large... I also killed a bear just for some food. Got a butchery area and everything there, so just going to make a bigger just a bigger storage spot, I think, and put a little door in, make it separate so it's not lousing up where we are, and that should work. Alright, good. Well, this is awfully cute and poignant. So we've had a little visit from the a war merchant from the Toll Treaty. Turns out that there's a relationship. The Berserker Ennio is actually Coffee's dad. Oh, that's nice. Welcome, guys. Nice to see you. Hey, son. Hey, Dad. How's it going? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. What are you doing out here? Doing some mining. You know how it is. Mostly we're actually doing cooking and building. Not doing much mining. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, okay. What we need to do is get a battery. Get a battery up and running. The batteries are ugly things, aren't they, generally speaking? I think then we are going to... We need a little battery shed, don't we? That'll do. Let's put it there. Run a power conduit along here, up here. That'll do the job. Structure, wooden, blah blah blah, and stick a door in there, and we'll mark that to be built last. Otherwise, it will buzz in the rain, which is no good. No good at all. All right, let's see what we can trade. I think it's appropriate that Coffee actually trades them, even though his social skill isn't amazing. It's still appropriate that he should speak to his dad's caravan. What do they want to sell us? Let's have a quick look. Yeah. Yeah, no. No, just nothing. Pet boom rats. Well, we haven't got any silver. We can't really trade with them anyway. I'm not trading off my components, so yep. Thanks anyway. See you, Dad. See you, son. Stay safe. And as Coffee's dad wanders off in the rain, we're going to leave them here. They're just finishing off the kitchen and the butchers. Oh, Yora's got Word of Trust. Oh yes, that is so good. Word of Trust is so good. Speak to the prisoner and it reduces their resistance to recruitment. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. One of the best level 1 skills you can get, so that's absolutely fantastic. Could have done with that earlier, but never mind. It's going to make getting our prisoners over a lot quicker. So I am happy with that. Fantastic. Alright, so we're going to, yeah, as I said, we're going to build the kitchen here and the butchery here rather than the other way around. We don't want people walking through the kitchen. So the kitchen's going to be at the end where there's no other access to it. Let's actually harvest that up. And so when they finish doing this, we've got the basics down. Then we can crack on with, you know, cutting these things up, getting this out. All these good, lovely resources. Got some plasteel there as well, which is superb. Got some more components there. And there, this is actually quite a nice map for small hills. I'm alright with it. Alright, there we go. You take care of yourself. Hope you have a great weekend if you're listening to this on the Saturday when this video is released. Hope you can join me for the stream on Sunday. I'm not sure what we'll be doing yet, but something RIMWORLD related. And other than that, I will catch you on the next Wolves episode. So do take care of yourself out there. Have fun whatever you do. And this is Bug, pulling the plug.